There's a popular saying, every coin has two sides. Laws too are no exception. Some protect the innocent, while others can sometimes be misused. But does that mean we scrap or weaken these laws? That's exactly what the Supreme Court was asked recently. And today, we're going to break it all down, story style, in plain, simple terms. So, let's dive into what happened with Section 498A of the Indian Penal Code, now known as Section 84 under the new Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. So here's the story. An NGO named Janshruti, also called People's Voice, filed a petition in the Supreme Court. They said, look, Section 498A, which was made to protect women from cruelty in marriage, is being misused. Innocent men and their families are getting dragged into false cases. Isn't that unfair? Doesn't that violate the right to equality under Article 14 of the Constitution? Now, Article 14 is a powerful shield. It guarantees that everyone in India is equal before the law. Whether you're rich, poor, man, woman, or anyone in between, the law must treat you the same. Sounds fair, right? But here's the twist. The court said, yes, sometimes laws can be misused. But does that mean we throw the whole law out? The court looked at the bigger picture. They said, Section 498A was created for a reason. It's meant to protect women from harassment, abuse, and even death in some cases. And just because some misuse it, we can't say it violates equality. The judges reminded us of Article 15. This one says no discrimination based on religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. But it also gives the government the power to make special laws to protect women and children. That's the spirit behind Section 498A. It's not discrimination. It's protection. In fact, the bench led by Justice Surya Kant and Justice N. Kotiswar Singh called the petition misconceived and misdirected. They said, you're asking us to strike down a law based on a few vague allegations of misuse. But under Article 32, we can only step in if someone's fundamental rights are clearly violated. That's not the case here. And this brings us to Article 32, the heart and soul of the Constitution. This is the article that allows anyone in India to knock on the doors of the Supreme Court if their rights are violated. But here's the catch. The court said you can't just wave a bunch of data or say, some people misuse the law and expect a sweeping decision. The court even refused to consider the National Crime Records Bureau data that was presented. Why? Because they said, data might show trends, but law is not one size fits all. Each case is unique, and if a law is being misused in one case, it doesn't mean the entire law is wrong. They also pointed out, making or changing policies is Parliament's job, not the courts. The judiciary can interpret the law, but it can't make new policies just because someone asks. The petition also asked for things like making domestic violence laws gender neutral, mandatory investigation before arrest, time limits for maintenance, penalties for false complaints, and special mediation courts for marriages. All of these might sound reasonable, and maybe they're needed. But the court said, these are not decisions for us to make. Bring it to Parliament. Don't expect the court to make policies from the bench. Now, just to clarify, there's some confusion about Section 84 of the BNS. Some think it's the new version of 498A. But actually, Section 84 of the new code talks about a completely different crime. Enticing or detaining a married woman for illicit purposes. It's not the same law. The real replacement of 498A is now part of Section 85 of the BNS, which continues to deal with cruelty by his husband or his relatives. So what's the takeaway here? Yes, laws can be misused. But the solution isn't to scrap the laws, it's to improve how they're implemented. Yes, men can be victims too, and their rights matter. But women's safety is still a priority, and laws that protect them must remain strong. And most importantly, if you want real change, take it to the people's house, the parliament, not just the courtroom. If you found this story informative, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss more legal breakdowns, straight from the courtroom to your screen. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered.